Good morning. I hope this works. Yesterday wasn't working for some reason. Is this going in? I hope. Man, okay. I think it is. All right, cool. Sweet. We're good to go. Hey, well, good morning, everybody. Give me a big wave or throw five in the chats if you could hear us all right. Welcome back. It's Friday. Fry pay. These are paydays, guys. And I hope that this year, our goal is that as Fridays continue, there's always a pace to things, right? There's a growth. Like what Lindsay said, there's a 90-day growth period on what you did and where it's going to lead to. And I know that as we're already starting to see paychecks continue to grow, but the things that are around the corner are about to spike like crazy. And these Fridays are going to be crazy because we're going to start having you guys share what's happened in your business more and how you've got paid and all that as well too. And it's going to be super, super cool. But that's great, right? So what I'd say is this is who here has gotten a paycheck today? Like put a one in the comments. You got a paycheck. Like, yeah, or give me a wave. Is be grateful for any paycheck that there is. You know, to put it into perspective, the way I think is think about if you were to start any business that's out there and think about how difficult it is for any business owner to even make any money at all. You do realize that in your business, most of you, if you've been involved for a couple months, you're probably net profitable in your business. Compare that to the average business that takes 3 to 5 years to maybe make profit if you pass the 95% that fail in the first 3 to 5 years. So we have a business that in the first, I mean, people could do in the first week, but for sure in the first couple of months, you'll hit profit. And then everything from there is just cherry on top, which goes to so many different things, right? So the fact that you're getting a paycheck, it already puts you in the top echelon of business owners in the world because you're actually doing stuff and getting paid. So give yourself a big round of applause and a pat on the back for that because you're a real entrepreneur now. You're doing some real things and transforming some lives. All right. So quick announcements and updates, and then we'll dive into some cool things here. Is remember all hands on deck for Destin. It's literally around the corner. Like, gosh, man, it's just, this is going to change the game. Cindy, Lindsay, and I, and Becky, we were talking all day yesterday. We had a great call with Katie. We won't talk about what we talked about, but Cindy and Lindsay, is there anything like, how are you feeling after that conversation? Anything on your mind that you can share with us?
I am feeling so grateful that our top, corporate executive team is willing to sit down with us for over an hour, really hear us out, really, stand with us, rally for us, say, let's see what we can do. I love your ideas. I love the way you think. That to me is priceless, right? It's just having a corporate executive team just even willing to sit, because I've been in places where they don't even listen, right? But I mean, how can I not be super excited and super hopeful after that conversation that we're going to be able to push some really cool things forward? So, yes, that's what I'm thinking and feeling. Lindsay?
Yeah, you said it. It's first, good morning, everybody.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Beth. How are you? So I think that it's important that everybody that's a part of a company knows and feels extremely comfortable and can really, really trust their corporate leadership team. It's really important because Cindy, you said something. Cindy and I have been a part of companies, and perspective is everything, right? Perspective is everything. And experiences lead you to a lot of perspective and a place where you really, Cindy and I, when we sit down with our corporate team here at Partner Co, we feel extremely grateful because we have been a part of companies where if we brought anything to them that was much needed, like there are going to be things in every company that are much needed, that leaders, that you guys, as you're doing the do in the field that you're like, hey, this is much needed, right? And again, we're just a microphone for the field, right? So we are really big on working with you guys day in and day out, knowing what you need and what you want, taking it to a corporate team. And Cindy and I have been a part of companies where it's literally like, don't come to me again about anything you have to say. We don't want to hear it. And actually, if we hear it from you again, you're going to be terminated. Like Cindy and I've been in that position. Okay. So to be able to go and sit down for an hour, 2 hours, like our corporate team being like, tell me more, like, please. I know Dana, Amelia. Yeah. Like if you've been a leader in the industry, like it's a mess out there, right? Like it's a mess out there. So to be able to sit down, and I want you guys to have and know, like we're an open book here. We're super transparent about the fact that corporate is so unbelievably, they've got your back. They absolutely are like, yes, I love where you guys are going. I love that this organization, right? That the warrior movement, that the revolution is moving in this direction. And this is what you guys want as a team. I love this. Let's have another meeting. Let's talk more about this. Let's bring this person in and that person in and this person in. Let's all see if we can all push this forward together. Like that is what you want as a company, as a corporate team, as a leadership, as a whole, as your CEOs, your owners, like they are so on board with that. So I want you guys to know, because it's a big deal when you go out there and put yourself out there for a company, when you go out there and you're bringing people in as customers or brand partners, that you have that level of support, and that they're on board to bring things forward that you guys are wanting and asking for and needing. And so I'm just like so unbelievably grateful for that piece. And it takes a lot of perspective to go, wow, like I'm just really grateful that we have that at the helm of this ship. And we all get to really, really stand on a solid foundation here at PartnerCo. So I love it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I am grateful for what's coming. And it's going to be exciting.
Yes. Cindy?
And one thing that you said, James, when you first opened this up, I just want to kind of pull out too and dissect a little bit. It's all about perspective as entrepreneurs, right? Sometimes we can be like, oh my gosh, I only made $400, or gosh, I only made XYZ. But I want you guys to wrap your mind around true entrepreneurship. Okay. Are you all familiar with the pizza joint called Domino's, right? Domino's. We all know Domino's pizza, right? Did you know that in order to just initial investment into Domino's Pizza, it's between $500,000 and $1 million just to open the store? Okay, just to open the store. Did you know that the break-even point for a Domino's Pizza owner to even make their first dollar on average is about 7 years? 7 years of slinging pizzas with a massive, massive investment up front to just make their first dollar. And even after they've paid that first initial investment, that generally the break-even point for Domino's Pizza franchise varies depending on location, operational costs, and sales volume, but generally falls around selling roughly 100 to 150 pizzas a day. That means that once they reach this sales level, their revenue covers their fixed costs, and then they start making profit. How many of you guys would sign your name on that dotted line? I wouldn't. No, that you want to take my life savings and then 7 years of break even point, and then even after I break even, I've got to sell 100 to 150 pizzas a day just to start to cover my operational costs. That to me is insane. So when I think about, and I say it often, that this is the most brilliant business plan out there. You cannot convince me otherwise. It's because somebody, average, ordinary person, has a low barrier of entry. It doesn't take much for you to get started. And on day one, you can start turning a profit is absolutely the most beautiful opportunity that you can offer anybody. So I think that that perspective is really, really good for us to just kind of look at from time to time and go, I'm already in the green. And that does not happen anywhere else in entrepreneurship. And I am so grateful for that.
This is huge. Guys, congratulations on doing the do. We're going to get everyone extra in the green this year. That's why you're on this call as well, too. And today we have quite a few IPAs, but we also have a training topic that I want to start with. So I do see Ann Mock on the line today. We'll get to Ann. I was talking to Della Sanchez. We'll talk to Della about something cool. But I think let's start with Donna, because Donna was on yesterday and she also did an amazing job. Who here watched the presentation that we did yesterday? Like, did Donna not just like bring down the house? And Angela Madison, like, man, they're like partner co, right? Like, that's what this is all about. But Donna, I love her and her team. I know Danielle and them, they brainstormed and came up with something cool. And we're going to share that with you today. So Donna, talk to us about this non-scale victory tracker.
I'd love to. I don't know, Danielle, if you're on, if you want to chime in at all, because this is not just me. It was a team effort. We do a team Zoom every Friday, and I think it was a couple Fridays ago on the IPA, Robin had spoke about to give it 90 days, and that a lot of times people overlook the little things along the way that you're doing that is actually leading you closer to your goal. And like what you ate 3 weeks ago could affect what's happening today. So we had a team Zoom right after that. And we brainstormed a little bit more, and we came up with, wouldn't it be great to have like the IPA tracker, a tracker that people could track their non-scale victories? Because I don't know about all of you, but I'm a visual person and I need to see it on paper, and I love to check off the boxes. But this is what we came up. And again, this is what we came up with. If you have any other ideas, you could add to it. I mean, this is what we came up with so far. Trying to zoom in. Okay, so at the top, you're going to see that it's just like the IPA tracker. You put in your name, what week it is, what your weekly goal is, what you want to accomplish that week, and then at the end of the month, what you want to be at. And underneath the celebrate every tiny victory, you'll see that it says rate daily progress on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest. So what we thought was, instead of putting like just a check, like, okay, my hot flashes are gone. Sometimes they're not gone, but maybe you're starting to see the effects of the hot flashes gone. So it might be a 1 or 2 for that day. So Monday you put like a 1 or a 2 or a 5 or whatever it is. And then the goal is that when you get to the 5, that's when you check, like, wow, I mean, my hot flashes are completely gone. It turned into a check mark. And then by the end of that week, or then at the end of if you keep track of these and hold on to these, because this is a weekly tracker, but at the bottom, you're going to see the inches and weight gets tracked for 6 months. But I don't know about you, but to me, to start seeing all those check marks, you're going in the right direction. So if we go down the side, hot flashes, I talked about it, losing inches, feeling better in your clothes, your jewelry, my rings. I had to get a new ring because I'm not going to size my real wedding band because it falls off every time I go to shake somebody's hand, because I know I'm not at my final goal, but it's looser. So I would probably put a 5 there because it is looser, my rings, my jewelry. Better libido.
Come on.
That explains itself. Clearer skin. You're hearing so many people say that they had acne that's going away. Their skin looks clearer, smoother. Their nails are growing. They have to make appointments sooner at the hair salon because their hair grows too quick. Better mood, feeling happy again. This is my favorite because when I follow up with people, I have people that come to me and they want to initial thing is I want to lose weight. But what makes me so happy, and it like really brings tears to my eyes, is I have people that say, I can't even look at myself in the mirror. I am so depressed. I can't even get out of bed. This is my initial conversation with them. I need to do something a week. And I'm telling you, a week later, a lot of them, when I follow up with them, are saying, I'm happy again. I just don't understand. I mean, I know I came in for this for the weight, but I'm happy again. Like I feel that cloud being lifted. That's huge, guys. Like when you start feeling better, those little things, your outlook at the whole picture gets better and brighter. So that's huge. That's my favorite one. A lot of people say that they have that less food noise, like you don't have those cravings anymore, or they're a lot less. That's self-explanatory also. Joint pain. How many of you struggled walking up and down steps? And then all of a sudden you catch yourself and it's like, wow, like I was able to actually go up more than just one step at a time. That's inflammation around your joints. That's huge. So you want to rate that. Also that goes, I put that because I ran out of lines, but headache, I'm having people tell me that they have less headaches. Their migraines are better. They're not having to go to their prescription drug for their migraine. They're going to over the counter right now. And I have some that say they don't even need to take their prescription. Of course, consult your doctor, but they're feeling better. So when you start checking all these off and seeing the bigger picture in front of you, I mean, it's your gut health. You hear people, I'm not feeling as bloated. I'm going to the bathroom more regularly. I used to have trouble. That's a big one. Increased energy. Everyone knows that. Better sleep. People are sleeping better. I used my mom on the Drop Revolution. I don't know if you saw my post, but my mom barely, for as long as I can remember, would get 2 to 3 solid hours of sleep since I can remember. She started the Renew after her back surgery, and it didn't happen right away. But if she had this tracker, she would have saw that it was getting better every day. But now she's sleeping 6 to 7 solid hours between the Noni and the Renew together. Self-esteem, confidence. With that, people might think what is the difference between that and feeling happy again? Self-esteem and confidence is that you can walk past the mirror and stop and look. Where how many of us avoided looking into that mirror? And it's like, gosh, I'm starting to like what I'm seeing on the other side of that mirror. So that's huge. Confidence, self-esteem, putting on clothes that you never thought you would wear because I'm never going to look good in that. And now you're starting to wear clothes that, I look pretty darn good in it. So, stress management, handling stressful situations. Do you feel that you didn't, snap right away, where you would have handled something differently and thought, you thought about it, you stop, you breathe. I mean, you just handle your stress a lot differently. That was one of my first things that I noticed, because what brought me over, I was under very stressful situation before I started Partner Co. That was one of the first things that I noticed going away with me, was my stress level started to come down. And I was handling stressful situations way better. Exercise, move, and increase strength. Are you able to do 5 crunches where you couldn't even do 1? Are you able to lift 5 pounds versus just the 2-pound weights? I mean, anything increased in the right direction where your scale is going this way. Like I'm sure Joanne, she's our person that we all want to be like with exercise. I'm sure when she started, she wasn't able to do what she's doing now. And, just track and let yourself see that, wow, you're improving every single day. Brain fog, clarity. I mean, thinking more clearly. This is another big one. Others are noticing. I mean, how many times I don't know about you, but when I have follow-ups in the beginning, some people say, I feel good, but nobody's noticing. Number one, I would say, start wearing clothes that fit you, because you still have the habit of going for those bigger, oversized sweatshirts. That was my problem. I don't know, like I don't know if a lot of you know my story, but I lost 155 pounds. So in the beginning, before I hit 50 pounds lost, I was still wearing the same clothes. And then I would get so discouraged because nobody's noticing. Well, it's because I'm hiding it under that sweatshirt. So that's huge. So when you start wearing the clothes and you start to have people, oh my gosh, your face is looking thinner. Right, rate that. As soon as somebody says to you, gosh, I see you, like, are you doing something? Your face looks thinner. You look happy. There's a glow about you. You put that on your tracker. And another big one, your labs. I have so many people. One of my people, my girls, Eileen, she is diabetic, and her numbers. I mean, if you heard her story, which I would love for her to share someday, her numbers, and it's since she started the product, and mark it down. Your labs are getting better. The doctors are noticing. What are you doing? Whatever you're doing, keep doing it because your labs look better than they ever have. So, and then at the bottom, it's exactly what it says. That's where you want to keep track of and you don't have to put the scale away. Don't weigh yourself every day. That was what I did for myself, because when you see your body's going to fluctuate, your scale's going to go up and down. It's your body balancing. So I weighed myself once a month. That's what I do. Right now for the challenge, I'm weighing myself more often, but I weigh myself once a month. At the end of the month, go in there, redo your measurements, do your weight, and you're going to start seeing that scale moving in the right direction. So this is what we came up with. Again, this is our idea. Doesn't mean it's everybody else's idea, but we thought it was so good we wanted to share it with all of you.
Gosh. Well, first, Donna, thank you. And Danielle and team, like, wow. Can we give them some love in the chats? Like, how awesome is that? Amazing, Cindy.
Oh my gosh, everybody who thinks that that is absolutely brilliant, I want you to put brilliant in the chats, because so often, I mean, we are programmed to focus on the negative. We are, right? We just are. We're human. The news is filled with negative. Articles usually point to the negative. What posts on social media get a lot of engagement? Negative, right? We're always focusing and drawn to the negatives, right? That because we're pulled in that negative direction every day, right? When we're able to pull out the positives and we're taking a minute to just look for the positive things, the positive changes that you might not even might, you definitely didn't notice if it had not been right in front of you. And what it also does is it plants the seed in these, new drop owners' minds that this product does a lot of things, that they can expect better sleep, that they can expect better energy, they can expect better gut health and digestion, they can expect for their moods to be better, they can expect their stress levels to come down. So it sets this expectation that they're going to start to notice all of these other little things that add up to be something substantial on the scale, right? So the scale is this lagging indicator of a balanced body, where this is more forward in the initial results that somebody's going to feel, that's going to lead to the lagging indicator, right? I think it's brilliant. I think every single customer that you guys get from here on out should absolutely be sent this tracker right here. So
Yes.
well done.
So well done. And the psychology behind all of it, that's the big piece here. That is huge. It says 6 months, right? You're setting your customer up already. I said this yesterday, but I really want to dive into that on the tracker today. You're setting them up to understand that. How many of you have had a customer try the products for a month and be like, doesn't work? You're like, did you get the way you're feeling and the way you are in a month? Like what mindset does anybody think that something's going to absolutely transform your whole life in a month? I don't know anything out there, right? But you start to feel a little better. You start to notice your sleep maybe, or your rings are a little looser. All these things that they put on the tracker, they will start to notice without it being the scale dropped 15 pounds in my first month, right? So I love the psychology behind the tracker. I love the 6-month piece, really setting them up to win. Again, we win by winning. So when we set our customers up to massively win, even if it's in a tiny area, they're still winning. Oh my gosh, you're not even going to believe what happens in month 2. Oh my gosh, you're not even going to believe what happens in month 3. Wait till month 4. And right. So you're just continuing to move them to a point where if somebody uses this product, any of our products, for 90 days or more, that's it. So that is the magic. And that is really any good supplement. If you are somebody that's in the supplement world, you know you have to give it 90 days. So it's educating other people out there that that's what has to happen. And this tracker does it brilliantly, right? It's so unbelievably brilliant. Donna, Danielle, Robin, the whole team that put this together, you guys are brilliant. We love it. We're grateful, and we're all going to use it. So thank you so much.
Can I just add one more thing? What I would suggest, this is what I started doing since this tracker. I don't know when you guys have a person that orders drops. My first thing I do is I send that commitment link, get them committed. Now I'm sending them a copy of this. So with everybody that you sell it to, just make a habit of sending that with that commitment link. So they have that and that. And also take this and use this as some of your people you're going to get in contact with. Like go back to everybody that ordered drops, the ones that fell off the wagon, the ones that are still doing it, just send it to them and say, look, we've got this thing. You can now track to show that you are moving in the right direction. So just my suggestion.
So good. Yeah. All of this will be in all of our groups, all of our boards, everywhere. So don't worry. You know how we are. It's everywhere, right? So absolutely. Cool. Donna, team, thank you. This is like gold in our hands right now. So huge congratulations. Who here is going to use this today and follow up with all of your customers? This is on your tracker, right? Follow up with the customers. Great way. Hey guys, we just came out with this great tool to help you really track your results and your success on this journey. Take a look at this, right? I am also going to use this. This is a good way, by the way, when you're talking to your customers, how I see myself using this is it gives me ideas like to use as a list, right? It's not just about, hey, how are you doing on the drops and how much have you lost? But question like, and I'll pick on this list. I'm like, do you feel better energy? Do you feel better sleep? How's your stress? Like these are places that you can start guiding people to help highlight success stories in itself. And I'd say actually, and I love this too, because this is true success, right? Weight is just 1 out of 20 markers that are on this. And the more important things of wellness are everything that you're talking about here. So this really is in the perfect direction and everything. So awesome, guys. We're always open for great ideas. Keep on bringing them, guys. The best ideas come from the field. So we so appreciate your guys' leadership on this. And let's get into some other IPAs. So we have Anne first. Maki, we've been wanting to have you. Welcome back. What's up, Anne?
Thank you very much. Well, nothing urgent or earth-shattering, but thanks for letting me speak about it. I was just excited that several days ago, I have someone who's watching me who's actually been such a good friend, and she jumps into every company that I've ever been in, and we never make any significant money. But I told her about Partner Co, and she said, "How much money do I have to spend?" I said, just don't even do it. I just want you to watch to see what's happening with this. So it's been a couple weeks anyway. She is noticing things that I'm posting. And it occurred to me after I watched the video, James, that you did with Amy, and then there was a PDF that went with that as well, really detailing the ingredients and what they do and all that. That was kind of one of her questions. So I just sent that to her. And that day she was like, "This is really interesting." She goes, "I think I want to try some." And I said, "Okay." And I had boxes, extra boxes. And I said, "Well, I could bring these to you if you're interested." And she goes, "Yeah, do." She goes, "Bring me 2 boxes. I want my husband to try this with me." So I was like, "Ooh." So I was just excited that that video and that PDF brought me 2 boxes sold. So that's all.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Leveraging the tools, using the
Yeah.
resources, seeing what's out there and everything. If you guys haven't seen Amy Rickman's stuff, Cindy, Lindsay, I forget, do you have the ingredients of the drops, Amy Rickman's thing? Let me show it to you, what it is I'm referring to. This
It is
is,
in the guides.
it is in the guides? Okay,
Mhm.
awesome.
Yes.
Sounds good. I'll drop the link to that video that we did as well too. Amy Rickman is in Partner Co. The best homeopathic explanation and educator I've ever seen in my entire career. So her stuff is so rock solid, and she's built some amazing material like this one, which it sounds like it's in the guides and everything. But it breaks down what's actually in the drops, what do they do, and it makes it so that it's not like weird. It's like, what is Natrum muriaticum? Who here's ever read the drops ingredients? And you're like, is it, what is that? Exactly. So it's really, really helpful that there is. So I'll drop that link in the chat here. But yeah, Cindy, Lindsay, any questions on that?
I actually don't think we do have that, and I
I'll
am
give
going
it
to
to
add
you.
it to our boards. Yeah, I would
Awesome.
love that. Thank you.
Sounds good. You got it. And congrats, Anne. 2 boxes. You know what I love also about Anne? You were genuine. See, the best salespeople are not the ones that force a sale. They're honest, they're integrous, and they're just like, she was like, don't buy anything yet. Like that's a bold move, right? It's like, I'm not saying that that's what you always do, but in that moment, it made sense. It's like, I love you. I know where you're at, and just see what's going on. But she continued the conversation, and she continued to expose and everything. Lindsay?
Yeah, it was good. That's exactly what I was going to say was I love that you were like, no, don't, right? You've had a lot of past experiences together where you feel like, it hasn't been the right thing. And you really wanted to prove that out to her. The trust that is built there. And I mean, she's really going to trust and respect you so much for that. And then obviously she's going to have the most incredible experience with the products. And now you have this great tracker. Like you can just say, hey, I just wanted you to have this for you and your husband as well. I want to make sure you guys are set up to be properly supported in every way through this process. I absolutely love that. And I think I said this yesterday, but I'm going to reiterate it. A team, a company that really, really champions around their customers' success and the customer having the most incredible experience will massively win in this industry. Massively. So the more we can really get good around our customers, because our customers are our greatest prospects. They're going to have the most incredible results, and they're going to be the ones that are bringing in your next brand partners and your next customers. They're going to refer people. They're going to likely become brand partners. Most of our customers have turned into brand partners. So it's so crucial. I love every step of it that you walked through with her, Anne. And like James said, that's not everybody, but you did know with this particular person that you really needed to build that trust and credibility there first before she jumped in. So you are amazing. We absolutely adore you. And we know the big things you're doing, the big leaders that we've had Zooms with you that are just professionals and incredible in this industry. So we love you. You're amazing.
Thank you. And I want to say just briefly, being the product of the product is so key because when I met her at a Panera, we met up for her to pay me. And when she saw me, she was like, "Oh my gosh, you have like lost so much weight." And then I still weigh 175 pounds. And so I really need to lose, at least 40 more. And I told her, I said, "Well, I still need to lose a lot. Thank you very much, but I do still need to lose a lot." She goes, "You don't need to lose any." Then I told her what I weighed, and she's like, "Oh, you hide it really well." But anyway, the point was you could see her eyes. She only wants to lose maybe 10 or 20 pounds at the most, but she was just like so excited that the product worked. And so she's really excited for her husband, especially who kind of has the tummy tire. So anyway, but thank you. Thank you. It was so fun.
Congratulations.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the value there. Yeah. And I just dropped in the chat as well too. I did an interview with Amy. I did a couple of them. The original, this one was fantastic. It has the PDFs in there as well too. So I dropped that in the chats below. I'd encourage great to study. Like if you want to understand homeopathy and you're like, whoa, that seems like crazy stuff. This just brings it down to earth. You're like, oh, it's amazing. So homework for you guys this weekend. All right. We have Adela Sanchez. She has been crushing it She sent me a really cool photo yesterday, and she has been putting together in-person events and did one yesterday that was really cool. But Adela, let me know if you can unmute yourself. There you are. I'm going to click on there.
Okay, I got
Hey,
it. I got
awesome.
it. Hello, everybody.
Hello. So
Hi.
tell us what happened. What'd you do and what happened out of this event that you did?
Okay, so I've been going, how I got this event or why I did this event. I've been going to several different network meetings, and I tell you, they work. I'm so excited. I went to a trusted, which one did I go to? To Nemekla Valley Business Network. And many business people are there. And I invited them all to my event yesterday, and I upped it up a notch. I was meeting a couple of times, like at a Starbucks or something, but this time I actually spent, I mean, really good price, $50 for a meeting room, with the tables, and it was very professional. We had a fire here in Marietta, so that stopped some people coming, but we had a total of 4 guests, and 2 of them signed up last night. One is signing up today, and also, so I'll do my, what is it, 3 and 3 this week. Okay, I'm meeting up with another gal that I met at one of those network meetings. She owns nutrition addiction shop where the smoothies and all that. Well, we did an open house where there's about 50, 60 people there, showing what they do. They're financial people, they're Mary Kay's, there's real estate people, and they let me set up my little display. Well, I didn't have a chance to talk to her that day because she was real busy and I had to leave. And she called me up yesterday and she says, "Tell me a little bit more about your skinny drops." I'm meeting with her today at 10 o'clock. And if she has them in her shop, that's going to be great. You
Yeah,
know?
man.
Yeah. So I really, I have a lady friend that's 88 years old, and she says the treasure is showing up. When we show up to places, things happen. You never know who you're going to meet, and it's just going to open more doors. And that's what's happening. And I'm excited on how I'm learning. But I almost was crying last night because I'm like reliving my youth when I was doing so well. It's exciting to be doing this now. Yeah.
Remind us how young you are, Adela.
Oh, I'll be 78 in April.
Come on. Gosh.
Yeah. And it was so cute. I guess I look like an old lady because all the younger ones, they're 30 and 40 that were there yesterday. No, 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 let me hold that for you. Let me pick that for you. And I'm going, oh, well, this is good.
Guys, no
Yeah.
excuses. Congratulations. And it's
Thank you.
just finding places where your people are at. Like there's wherever you go. What I love is Adela's making it happen. And she's like, she likes it. By the way, who here, you're
Oh,
more of an in-person person. Like you like face-to-face as well too. Give me a wave, yeah, or put a me in the comments, which is great. In-person's gonna have more conversion. So, and there's places to go. So find a local business network. There's a lot of these that are out there. So whether they're like, there's groups like BNI, so Business Network International, different networking things. You can look in your local Chamber of Commerce's. You can look online. There's meetups. Adela?
yeah. I want to share Global Society of Female Entrepreneurs. Global Society of Female Entrepreneurs. uh, GSFE. You can go online, look that up. They're international. We have women all over the world, Nigeria, London, Mexico, everywhere. And they meet in your whatever area you're in, they meet once a week, once a month. And yes, I've gotten several customers from there, and I've gotten brand partners from there. And you're giving back when you belong to something like that. You're giving your experiences back. In fact, I'll be a speaker next month in March. And so all these things help us grow, help us get better. And, I also believe if you build it, they will come. Right?
Yes.
Congratulations. Lindsay?
Yeah, I have two things, huge things. Adela, okay, first of all, I love you so much. I think you're amazing. First thing, Every single person in this whole entire world needs our products because all of the 70-year-old women in our company look like they're in their 40s or 50s.
Oh,
Joanne, Adela, I'm like, can I just guzzle more products? Because you guys are absolutely beautiful and such an
Thank you.
inspiration. And it's very clear that our products work extremely well. You're walking, living proof. So thank you for that. Second thing you said, which is huge. The treasure is showing up. That is with every single thing in our life. If you're having a hard time, if you are struggling in any way, if you are frustrated with your business, if you're having a hard time in life and you get on this call, there's no way you can get off of it in the same state. There's just no way, right? The treasure is showing up. If you go and show up at an event like Adela did, you're gonna leave better than you came. If you show up to, James's training that he did last night, right? His opportunity call that he did for everybody last night, you're gonna leave better than when you got there. So you come to Destin, there's no doubt you're going to flourish personally, spiritually, mentally, physically. Your business is going to thrive. Showing up is the treasure, right? Like that is so, Adela, you saying that and living that, it's just, you really are an inspiration. I love that you do in-person events. It's amazing. And those of you that do love that, they're incredible. So thank you for really showing us all what it's about.
Thank you. And you just never know how God's going to lead you there. I mean, they were touched last night. I was touched by them. I even had one gentleman from the Trusted Business Partners. He said, I'll be there to support your meeting." Well, this guy came in a suit and tie, and he's a business owner, and gosh, lo and behold, he signed up last night as a brand partner. And he says, I'm not telling my wife about this. I want to show my wife. I want to show her the difference. And he didn't look that heavy, but he it's just exciting. And oh my gosh, I even got a blessing from him this morning at 5:30 in the morning, I think. And so it just, really touches my heart. That's all.
Beautiful. So beautiful. And quick note on this. I saw a question. What do you do in these presentations? Really simple. Like she just brought some products, put a little display. She has some slides, and then she just talked, right? So you don't need anything fancy. Very functional. Doesn't have to be fancy. So really good there. And can you get access to the slides and video used last night? I'll drop that in the chat as well too. We're working on some more slides. But I can give you guys some of the things that we have now and prepare. Cindy, any notes on that?
Oh my gosh, of course I have some notes on that. Adela, I absolutely freaking love you. I love your energy. And you guys, if you took away any knowledge, any nugget, any inspiration from what Adela just dropped in here, which I think is so powerful. I was over here taking notes. I want you to drop all the flame emojis. I want to light her up. I want her to know and walk away today that her showing up and sharing what she's done added so much value to you, to your life, to your business, because I will tell you what, how many of you have thought, I'd really like to do an in-person event? Drop a number one. But also we're like, where do I even start? Where do I even start that process? How does that even start to come to fruition? I'd like to do it, but I don't know how. You guys, they just dropped so many ideas of how to get involved with these in-person events, which are powerful. She signed up multiple people. She's got multiple customers, and that ball is just going to continue to snowball, right? Just from that one thing that led to an event. I would highly recommend that if you are somebody who's looking to do events like these, to get involved with one of these networking groups. She dropped an incredible one. How many of you guys drop a me in the comments if you would like to go international, right? Which building international starts by building in your own backyard, right? But there was a great link that James dropped, the Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs. And there's many, many more. I would look into that, get involved, show up, because when you show up, things happen. Said by Adela Sanchez. I just love you, appreciate you, and I'm absolutely inspired to go and find a networking group myself. So thank you.
Thank you. James, can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
You guys have me in tears. Thank you so much. Um, when you do go to GSFE, let them know Adela sent you. I
Yeah.
don't get
I
any,
absolutely will.
I don't get any credit or anything like that for that. But one of my mentors, Robbie Motter, who is the CEO of this company, is 88 years old, and that line of the treasure is showing up is her line. So I would like her to know that I'm sharing this, and it to go international and to other places. Yes, thank you so much for this time. Thank you.
We love you. Are you going to be in Destin?
I wish I could, but my husband's going through some medical things and I
Okay.
can't. I'm telling you, every time you guys mention that, it's
Okay.
like a knife in my heart.
PXP, okay?
Oh,
PXP.
definitely. Yeah, I've already got
Okay.
my ticket. Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Hopefully,
Awesome.
yeah, he'll be fine. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Steph.
Adela.
Thank you, Jen.
Awesome. You got it. What an IPA, huh? Wow. Well, that's a good wrap on this week. So let's close things out. These are just getting better and better and better with everything. So some quick announcements as we are closing this Friday is right after this. If you're going to be doing your personal development time, we got Dana the Harper, who is literally a professional motivational speaker. Like literally, he's trained with John C. Maxwell, guys. So if you ever missed any of his stuff, like, wow. Like, yeah. So 15 minutes, we have that. So thank you, Dana, for continuing to just champion that. Tomorrow at Academy, I'm going to be doing some training as well. So we'll drop those links as well. 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to go through. I asked you guys what you wanted. We're going to handle some objections tomorrow. Who here has some business objections or customer objections that you're like, oh, how to talk about that? So I'm going to pull out a big list and be like, boom, 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 and show you how to do that. I'm also going to talk about how to launch your new partner. Who here has people that are like, they're on board, but they're not on board, right? They're not launching. So we'll talk about that and many other things as well. So tune in. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. And other than that, let's pray out. And this is just, I'm just so filled right now. But dear Father, I'm just so thankful. I feel your presence here every single time we get on here. Just like joy, the fruits of the Spirit, just evident. There's joy, there's peace, there's patience. There's so much healing that's going on. So we just thank you for showing up every single day. And I just thank you that every single person that leaves this meeting walks out with a portion of you, that when people meet them today, they just feel something different. They see there's a different light, a different glimmer. They're going to make comments like, you look different, you sound different, what's going on with you? And it really is because you are following them every single day of their life. And we know that your presence brings power and it brings us into positions where there's prosperity that flows into that. So I just am so excited for the things that are happening. Continue to guard them, guide them, lead them. And we're doing it all for you and all for your glory. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys. Talk to you guys soon. So appreciate you. I'll drop some